Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to Let's Play some Surviving Mars! Man, I still really love this game, and today I felt like doing some sort of builder game, and I was like, I don't think I want the stress of a RimWorld. I think City Skylines might be a two-bit open-ended for what I was looking for today, and I thought, Surviving Mars, perfect. Plus right now, you know, the Earth is crap, so let's leave. I'm going to be chasing an achievement today, which is called Europa Universalis, and that is as Europe to generate 10,000 science in a single sol before sol 100. This is going to be tight. It's going to be very tempo driven. Now, it's not about total science accumulated over 100 sols. It's all about science in one day. So in theory, we could produce like 0 science until day 99, and then all of a sudden throw all our people into labs. Obviously, in practice, that can't possibly work, so we're not going to do that. I'm going to randomize the commander profile. For the mystery, I did just recently do a reinstall in Windows, so the game's lost my track of which ones of these I have finished, but I know I have not done the Dredgers because I don't have the achievement for it. I did do a little bit of peeking. I think actually, no, what I did is I played a game once and it came up, so I know a little bit about how it starts. There's like, I think there's like a big meteor swarm, and then you can't use your rockets back and forth to Earth for a certain amount of time. And I think if you're not prepared for that, it can really catch you off guard. So I think even though it's a normal difficulty challenge, I think it has sunk many people's games, because if you're not prepared for the fact that you don't have rockets going back and forth to Earth, you can be screwed. Now, if you yourself are looking for achievements, I will tell you there are some ways to make it a lot easier on you. Some of these turn off achievements, like easy maintenance and easy research, for example. Both of these disable achievements, but prefab colony does not, fast rockets does not, fast scanning does not, increased production does not. Like, there's a bunch of these that don't affect it. I'm not going to go with any of these game rules. We're going to play that part of it fairly vanilla, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, I forgot to talk about the rest of the stuff with Europe. We do start with a fair amount of money, 6,000 M's, or I'm assuming those are millions of dollars, so $6 billion. 2 rockets, which is pretty standard. We do get 400 free research per sol, which is pretty good. Rare metals price at 22 is certainly not the highest. It's not the lowest, but it's not great. That being said, our special thing here is that every time we research a tech, we gain money. So we can make money. We can have income guaranteed simply by virtue of research, which is nice. And unlike, say, the Church of the New Ark, which has 0 built-in research per sol, we have some research per sol built in, which is going to go a long way. We also start with an RC Seeker, with its RC Commander that also works as a sensor tower. Not too impressed by that, and really some of the planetary anomalies need an RC Commander, and the RC Seeker does not count for that. We also get the low G Lab, which is interesting because they get built outside of domes. They're out of dome building, and if I recall correctly, I think the science produced per person in the low G labs is better than in your normal labs. The downside is it is an outside of dome building, which means that by default colonists will lose sanity from working outside of the dome, so they may have to go and get some medical treatments more frequently. Alright, we're going to go next over here. We'll go with the default payload, which is going to be fine. Explorer early on is great. A Seeker over here is good. Prefabs, we're going to get 1 moisture vaporator, 1 fuel refinery, 1 Stirling generator. Okay. And then some starting resource, which is going to be okay. Now, I want to cite, tempo is going to be very important. We can't have too many disasters wherever we settle. Or we're going to have a hard time getting our infrastructure built up enough by Sol 100 to be able to just crank the science. I might be okay with this. It's resource-wise fairly rich. Now, the high concrete doesn't really matter too much because, like, you're always guaranteed to have a concrete site revealed right away. So, and you don't tend to need too much. I mean, you know, to grow, you'll need at least a 2nd concrete site and eventually a 3rd. But really, to get the initial setup, you don't need much more than that. Metals being low is a little scary. Since we know that we are not going to be able to rely on rockets from Earth at some point because of the Dredgers, it's going to be critically important that we can produce both metals and rare metals, so that we can also produce our own machine parts and electronics. So most of these are low. Dust storms can be kind of annoying. Every time they trigger, we can't land or take off with shuttles. Also, it turns off our Moxies, our Vaporators, our solar panels go down. Wind turbines are pretty okay. This is a very low spot, though. Our wind turbines are actually going to be really crappy here. Well, I don't think it matters how low it is, but they're going to get a 0% boost. It's not a high elevation site. which is unfortunate. But being relatively flat should make it fairly easy for us to expand. It doesn't have cold waves, which I hate. So I guess we'll do it. The dust storms will be a challenge. There's no denying that. There's some terraforming that can be done to get rid of it, but I think terraforming would hurt our tempo for the 100 soul target here. So I think mostly we're going to have to... Yeah, I think mostly we're going to have to ignore that. Oh, we're a politician. Okay, I don't know what that does for us. Let's pause right away. Let's take a look at our mission profile. Politician. All funding games increase by 20%. Okay, so we're going to get a lot more money from anything that gives us a funding bonus. So presumably, first of all, every time we research a tech here. Plus, if it's a tech that would give us money already. I don't know if this increases the amount we get from selling rare metals. That could be kind of interesting. We also get a bonus tech of Martian patents, repeatable tech that grants funding. I think this is just revealed. Same thing here, 5 extra starting technologies. I think these just start revealed. And our goals are research 5 physics technology, have 20 scientists, 2 Hawkins Institutes, 50 Martian-born scientists, and generate 10,000 soul per day. And specifically, we're looking to complete this before soul 100 if we can do it. All right. These are the coordinates, by the way. You can use the same coordinates, and you'll be in the same place I am. I do have a couple of mods running, nothing that should be game-changing, but it's the same ones as before. Normally, the medium speed is 3 times normal, and the fast speed is 5 times normal. One of my mods changes the medium to 5 and the fast to 10, even though it doesn't update the tooltip. And there's a couple of quality life changes in terms of, rebalancing the drones and stuff. And that's not too bad. Okay, starting with 2 research sectors. Or, wait. No, those are anomalies, right? Yeah, these are anomalies. Okay, they're not research sites. Before we land, we should probably scan. We've got concrete and metals over there. There's water potentially over here. Rare metals there. Okay, let's probe scan here. And there's nothing. Come on, hit water. Yeah, because there's an actual milestone for that, which is nice. Although what I should have done is I should have queued up a tech first, because it puts the science that you get from that thing to a random tech if you're not having one going on. Actually, the first thing we probably need to do is this, so we can get more science. We might consider upgrading this, actually. It's kind of convenient. Yeah, we've got some research to it, so we'll do that, and then, hold on, the Earth-Mars Initiative. Yeah, if we can get the passive science happening, it's obviously very important. And yeah, here's our Martian patents have been revealed in here. I don't think really does anything for us, but it's there. Okay, we don't need you. We are going to queue up some sector scanning, and I'll do it the sectors adjacent to myself. So we are going to have to land here because we need concrete. It's the only concrete we know about. So we kind of sort of have no chance, or no choice, but to land somewhere near here. I don't want to be too far from the water either. I think what I'm going to do is I'll land something kind of like this. And that'll be okay. And then the building plans are going to be something like, we're going to drop one of those, we're going to grab our cables and just sort of stretch it out kind of like that. And then... hoping to come down this ramp. We should be able to do it as long as we line up maybe a little differently. There we go, for the water, and we can run pipes down all this. Excellent. So we'll be able to mine this. It's very low grade, but there's a lot of water in there, and that's going to be really nice, and it'll give us... Is that connected? Yeah, it is connected. It'll give us some water until we can get our moisture vaporator tech going. All right. And yeah, we didn't find the rare metals or any metals whatsoever. So, because usually the first dome, ideally you want your first dome to be right next to a rare metals thing, because all of a sudden your economy just goes crazy. Although we do start with money, and we'll get money from researching, so that's not going to be quite as bad. Let's go and get. I'm going to get a couple of storage depots, universal storage depots next to here, so that can be unloaded. That's going to be okay, and then we're going to get, say, 2 concrete depots. Average, there's a lot of concrete in there. Average means it's not going to mine the fastest, and it might take a little while to accumulate the first set of concrete we need for our first dome, but we're going to be able to use this for a long time, which is really nice. I'll throw a dumping site there. Scanning this, you've got that going over there. Actually, I will move you. Go to medium speed here. I'll move you to cover this area. A little more. There we go. That should be in range of the metal here. Start assembling this and work our way down. We'll have to set up some storages and things. Or get a transport pod. Actually, let's launch a resupply right away. I'm going to get a transport because we're going to want it to help pick up some metal. That's going to be all right. We do have access to the polymer and fuel construction building very early on, so we don't have to worry about that. Often I like to send one prefab for the machine parts and electronics, but the thing is right now we don't even have a mine set up for those. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to send another drone hub, or a drone hub. I don't remember if we have one already, but I'm just going to send one anyway. We're going to get another moisture vaporator. A couple more Stirling generators. I think we're going to be fairly reliant on those early on. And then otherwise, we'll get some more of these resources that we're going to need for various works. It sends a little food too for our first one, but no, I think this is going to be okay. Yeah, I'm concerned about our starting area here. We shall see. Anyway, you're still being unloaded over there. Over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you down to just one drone.
Milestone achieved.
And, oh, I can't actually assign the drones to here. Did we start with the drone hub? No. Okay, well, I guess you can have your drones back. And Anomaly, which gave us 1,000 science, which completed the Explore AI, which is going to give us another 100 per soul. And, of course, we got money for completing a research, which is really handy-dandy. I guess what I should do, maybe, is put a little Universal Depot, or some sort of depot over here. We'll do Universal, that's going to be okay, because... Are you not in range of the metal? You should go and collect it. Oh, I guess it wasn't. I guess we couldn't see the outline because it's going underground here. I'd assumed it was in range before, but okay, we'll scoot you a little bit more and get that started. And then, yeah, you're waiting for metal over there, but it should get deposited because you can reach that, which is going to be okay. So, yeah, there were no metal deposits really within our initial landing spot. Man, that is rough. Let's get a couple of sensor towers up to try to accelerate this. I'm going to get one over here, and I'm going to put one down over there. Sensor towers only need metal, right? Ooh, and electronics. Okay. We got more free science from the Anomaly, which completed Earth-Mars Initiative, which is giving us even more science per day. And, again, theoretically, we got some money out of that. Yeah, hopefully we can get these scans done. I guess we'll scan the whole back corner first, and then we'll go over there. Sector scanned. Which did find some rare metals up here. Okay. It's low grade, and it doesn't have the hugest number, although it's fine. But it means we can get a trickle of rare metals in, which means we can be set up for electronics production on our planet. Still no metal mine, but that's, I think, going to be a fine place for us to start. Another concrete deposit over here. Ooh, very high grade, so it'll come out really quickly, which will help us build up right away. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down just some blueprints for now to sort of reserve things up. I really like the barrel dome early because it has a little bit more space. It doesn't have, it can't have a spire, but otherwise has a little bit more space. I'm going to put the barrel dome in a place where it can work this, and theoretically leave some room for other domes nearby, because there's enough room over here, we could consider doing that. There's no more resources, but maybe we can start doing some research, because again, we can build an economy by doing that. What I'm going to do is...
Research complete.
Pause a second. I'm going to run a water cable, water pipe, sort of connect up to this thing, and then a power cable. It's going to come down that way. And temporarily, I'll probably get rid of this cable later on. But I'm going to get you to come out over here. We will build another concrete extractor. Something like that. I know, we'll get you a drone commander, don't worry about it. And then a concrete depot here and here. Alright. Hygroscopic? Why hygro? Why is it not hydro? Hygro must mean something, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, we can use that to bump our vaporators, which is going to be nice. And choose the next tech. We got a little overflow that went into there, or again, it's randomly sort of applying some things. Let's unlock this so we can build more fuel refineries. Faster harvesting and carrying more. It'd be nice when we get it automated, but doesn't matter quite yet. That's gonna be okay for now. Let's do that. Alright, yeah, you're still building the basics right now. Other side of the sun. While sifting through the red dust, our drones discover the remains of an old concrete bunker. The treasure inside is a folder of old documents. The ink has almost completely vanished, but with extra effort, I've never seen this, and creativity, you managed to press through it. I don't think so, anyway. In the distant 1973, an isolated country made a secret landing on Mars in preparation for further colonization in the entire solar system. Led personally by the great leader himself, their tireless engineers created many wonders of architecture and creativity. The deed was made possible only by the eternal wisdom and guidance of the great leader. What is this a reference to? Thank you, glorious leader. Gain 10 recharge station prefabs. Reveals the tech. Thank you, glorious leader. Get 4 water towers, 4 oxygen tanks. Or 40 statue prefabs. Wait, is this a Tropico reference? I bet you it is. I don't use recharge stations enough, admittedly, but I don't think I'm going to prioritize that very much. Whereas water tanks and oxygen tanks, you know we're going to use these bad boys, so let's do that. The statues is very entertaining to me, though. Very entertaining. Alright, so that's finally coming through, which is good. What we're going to do is we're going to get a vaporator. Tuck it in that corner, so we can grow it in a few different areas. And we will get you... Oh, no, it won't fit there. Okay, that's fine. So we'll do there. They'll be nicely symmetrical. 2 water towers as well. And then once those are up, we will put down our fuel refinery. And what I'll do, we'll probably have landing pads near the dome. Tell you what, I'll just put it here. It's gonna be okay. It's like, get some fuel refinery that's near the landing. Oh, if I cancel it, I don't know if I get my prefab back. Yeah, I'm not sure, so I guess we won't do it. Uneven terrain, that is true. Let me just drop you off here for now. And yeah, I guess I didn't put any power production down yet, so we should do that. There's no room in here for this. I could put the Stirling generators indoors, but can't do it now because we don't actually have a dome. So we'll put that down there. I will build some solar panels as well. Again, during dust storms they won't work, but they will help a little bit in general. Oh, right, we landed, we get the extra Stirling generators. I'm going to hold off before I plop them down, because I might just want to put them inside the dome. We're going to get 1 battery here for help with the solar panels, as well as just even out some of our power loads. Waiting for some construction here. There's still some metal, so theoretically, that should get done as these dudes pick that stuff up. RC Explorer, no anomalies yet, right? No. Okay. This sensor tower is up, which is nice. This one is not yet. And then the other thing, I think part of the plan will be, let's get another sensor tower way out here. We do have another, the drone hub prefab, which we're going to get down. I'm going to cover this area with a drone hub. So we have you operating over here. You've got 2 drones, and then we still have this bad boy, which did finish this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to move over to here so that you can cover the drone hub area. You don't have to go and grab the prefab out of anything as far as I know, so that should be okay. Let's update this. Needs to be finishing this. Thank you. Although I guess it won't run until the power connections are set up, but which, I mean, should happen in a second. I did get the transport right, yes. So what I want to do, I don't know if there's any metal sitting around in some of these places. It's hard to see. Obviously, there's that one. I'm not sure that there is, actually, but let's do something like load resources. Any over there? I don't see any. That doesn't mean there's not any over there, and I might just be missing it. Yeah, you're setting up the power cables, which will get this running. Yes, no, maybe so. Why can you say you disconnected? How are you not connected to power? Huh, wasn't using this because that's weird. Wasn't using this cable because I guess it probably looks for like the closest connection to, you know, hex number 0, then 1, 2, 3, and then it like, oh, there's the connection, and it must like sort of connected to the ghost image. So that's going to expand out over there, which is going to be swell. This never got done yet because it doesn't have any metal in range over there. Yeah, not getting any metal early on. Oh, I think that's some over here. No, that's polymers. Yeah, you've got nothing going on. Tell you what, come out over here. Drop it over here, and actually, we're going to want a universal depot near here. Also get ready for a food depot near this dome. On the other side, we will have a rare metals deposit.
Complete.
And I guess we'll prep the dumping sites. Alright. I think I am going to go and upgrade this. Plus 50% production. It takes some polymers, but that way we won't have to build as many things, and that means we don't need as much maintenance for stuff, which is going to be handy. Alright, so fuel is going to start to be generated. I'll make a little fuel depot. Not too close to anything else in case a space rock hits it and kill. That's food. Wrong F word. I want fuel, not food. Okay. So you can move around again here. I could get you to come down here and just cover this area. Or no, come down over here. I guess it's not going to help if there's no metal being deposited. Whether or not you're in the radius of this makes not much of a difference, does it? And you do act as a sensor tower, so maybe what I should do... Yeah, let me move you out over here, which is the areas we're scanning, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. So if there's a sensor tower over there, we'll scan that a lot faster. We might find anomalies. We also might just find some sources of rocks, which would be pretty convenient. Yeah, that's just debris on the ground. Because until we scan in sector, we don't even know if there's any metal down there. There might be some around. It's going to be that kind of typical problem where I'm kind of blind. But I really don't see any right now. So we do need to get these sectors scanned. Oh yeah, see, sensor towers boost is definitely playing a part over there. So yeah, we desperately need to find more metal on the ground. Now, fueling is going to start happening. It's a little split up there, but I guess it's going to have to be okay. I'll slowly try to build that up. Yeah, there's no real metal. Can I deconstruct anything? Well, first of all, I could cancel this. I don't want to cancel that. I need concrete, which means we need some metal so we can get our concrete. What is with this start, you guys? I'm let's get... Oh, is that... We just scan this area and there's metal? Yes, there is. Okay. You over here. I mean, you can do it manually and you can queue some things up, but I just like to set up a little automated job. And... Oh, you are built. That's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say something like, I'm going to dump the metal over here. It will go to a depot if there's one nearby, but... Alright. Go, go, scan, scan. Yeah, we need some metal to get started. So this is, again, this is all going to be about tempo, and already I feel like we've lost a lot of tempo because of the lack of just metal lying on the surface in our starting area. But, I mean, it's not like I could have, like, decided to blindly land somewhere else after looking at, oh, that's not enough metal. That would be crazy. If we didn't have concrete nearby, that would be bad. A little worried that we might fall behind on the build the first dome, get the first people milestone, which is always nice because it gives you, you know, just some free tech early on. And no one wants to be beaten by the computer. That's poop.
Anomaly found.
All right, anomalies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move you a little further down here. That. And RC Explorer can come over here. There's more rare metals. No shortage of that. Because just one is going to last us for a really long time. Having access to a second one is probably going to be all we need for the entirety of the 100 soul game. I mean, you know, super long term it's not going to be enough, but that's okay for now.
Approaching.
Great dust storm. Not a regular dust storm, a great dust storm. So that's going to shut down a ton of stuff. Now, since we don't have any domes operating right now, it's not the end of the world to have everything shut down, assuming that it doesn't, like, break all of our drones, basically. And if we start getting electrostatic dust storms, that could be rough. Okay.
Research complete.
Yes. Requiring less fuel is going to make a big difference. Let's get you for sure. All right, that's just capacity. Drone hubs are built with more stuff, which is handy. The sooner we build this, the more sort of free drones we get over the course of the game. I'm also going to queue up the decommissioning protocol because it's really annoying when you want to move something, like you want to get rid of something and put something else in that place, and it turns out you can't. I don't think I actually told you to analyze that. I missed the click. It's shocking to hear that I might do that, but there it is. Yeah, 410 boost, that's going to go quickly. Come on, find me more ground metal, be okay. That's a lot of water. Okay, well, we may not have to worry about, this is not going to be a very useful scan, because it's not very, livable there, but we'll do it anyway. And there's a plateau over here, so we actually, even though this was a relatively flat area, being up here, the elevation might be enough to give wind turbines a bit of a boost. If we look now with our wind turbine, 8% boost to output from elevation is not much. Over here, 45, that's actually very useful.
The rover went dark for 5 hours. When it rebooted, it confirmed it had come into contact with an unusually high voltage electrical charge.
Okay. That has to be repaired. We get a discount to low G drive and autonomous sensors. We didn't do low G drive yet, right? Nope, we did. So that is not helpful at all. I mean, you get some free money, which I guess is okay, but what I'm going to do is we're just going to move you over here so you can repair that. I mean, I could have just done one drone, but I'm always worried about them running out of juice, and then that just becomes annoying. Yeah, there's a lot of water over there. Not to mention here. And yeah, if we can, we're doing the fuel. Yeah. We're going to probably try to avoid launching until we've got that complete. So even if one of these fills up to 50, we may not launch it, because then when the tech goes, it lowers the amount they need to 30, and then they'll remove the excess fuel, and that's going to be good. It would also be nice to check out a few anomalies, but I think we need to prioritize going home, possibly with both rockets. We have enough money, we can buy another load of supplies, including maybe metal, which is never something you want to do.
Sector scan.
We have negative power right now, but... do I want to unlock this? I suppose I can. Mostly it's just going to come in concrete, but I guess it's going to be okay. Sector scanned over there, and nothing exciting happening. We're going to move the RC Seeker to right here to help with those scans. And the Explorer, I'm just going to go and bring it home. And the Transport, I don't know if there's anything over here. I don't think there is, even though they've been scanned. I'm going to do this just in case it turns out some of those are metal, but I don't think they are. I'm going to do that. I just want you home before the dust storm completely hits. I don't think it shuts down rovers, but I'm worried about like damage and maintenance, and if they're too far from things, that could be pretty sucky. So we're going to ask that this holds on to 30. I'm also going to ask that this here has some sort of desired amount, because we're going to have our electronics factory in here, and we don't want them going everywhere. And in fact, what we'll probably do is I'm going to control-click the rare metals on the universal depots, so that none of my universal depots ask for rare metals. This one depot near my base, I'm going to ask for 10 of everything. Maybe actually I don't need fuel. I'm going to take the fuel off of all universals? Yeah, all universals for now, the ones I've got built. Okay, Dust Storm is out. Close it for now for the dust contamination. We're gonna, with all this dust storm stuff, we're really going to want the trilobite scrubbers, whatever they're called, electrostatic scrubbers, which is something that in the past I never used much, but I don't think I realized there was a range slider. I think the last time I did some a bit of online stuff, like I streamed it or something like that, I think that's where it was pointed out that there's a radius slider on those scrubbers, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, now I understand their point. Because until then, I did not see their point at all. Any metals over here? I mean, I can't see. What I might do is do a blind, say, load resources all. If there happens to be anything over there, do it. And then, yeah, a little sensor tower, mobile sensor tower.
Resources are
I'm gonna come
low.
sort of over here and do that. Low on water, which is okay. In case it matters, the fuel refinery is going to go down in priority. If other things need water, they'll get first crack. Yeah, this is not going to be good for tempo. So we are definitely going to want to mine out some water over here. Although maybe... Actually, maybe I'll just put down the other moisture vaporator prefab first. Because I can't reach that area anyway without putting down some more drone hubs and things. Let's do that. Obviously, it's not going to work right now during the dust storm. And actually, then we just accrue some maintenance. So let me just go and put a stop job on that. No reason in accruing maintenance on something that's not going to do anything. Oof, yeah. I'm really worried about tempo here. You're still scanning quickly because the thing is there. And then when you're done, we'll move you over. We'll just sort of keep scanning like this. So yeah, I mean, this little RC Seeker, actually, now that I have drone hubs, let me bring you down to just, I'll leave 2 drones inside you, that's it. And then I'll just drop the extra drones over here. There we are. These guys are nicely hard at work. Getting the concrete, we've got that. Waiting for the polymers, waiting for the metal. We've got some polymers in storage, so we've got that. Oh, there's some metal. Hello. I guess we do get a little note, too, when the scans are done. Although, it tells you the metal count, and that's including from the mines, but you can maybe tell from the pop-up that, like, oh, that might... Well, where's this sector that said no resources? Maybe it doesn't tell you the surface metal. No, I think it does, because I remember, I think, seeing, like, 4 polymer, which is usually one tiny little surface deposit. Alright, Dust Storm. I guess we're going to go to speed 10. Again, it says 5, but I got a mod to make this speed 10, so it's quite a lot faster. You can get a mod, I think, that sets it to times 10 and times 20, but I always felt like the normal medium speed was not fast enough to have a real point. So I'd mostly just run either in, you know, speed 1 and 3, or usually speed 3 with pausing. But now there's like a purpose to speed 2. Speed 3 is actually now, I feel, too fast. There we go, advanced engines. So we're going to be able to launch these as soon as the Dust Storm is over. So speed 3 is probably too fast for play, but right this second, we're really just stuck in this waiting game. I might want to put the other Stirling generator down.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Yeah, I guess I will. I mean, I was partially hoping to just wait and, you know, stick them into the dome so they'd be protected. But we kind of need them now, don't we? Anomaly found. Go Scuda Boot. Is this the thing that can lead to breakthroughs? Just new technologies. I guess it just reveals technologies in the list. Okay. And RC Seeker, please to move over here so that your sensor tower behavior will be in a more reasonable area. I am actually really happy right now that we have the mobile sensor tower, because we really need to be scanning sectors quickly. If nothing else, we need it just to give us metal as we go. If you're doing that, the technology to make those load a little faster could be useful. I mean, I always do grab it at some point. Mostly it comes into its relevance once we get the, I don't know, the autonomous rovers or whatever it is, the thing where you can turn on automatic mode for the RC transports, the Explorer, as well as the dozers.
There's more to the barren environs of the red
Drone
planet
hubs,
than meets
that's
the
building
eye.
that. Water reclamation is the spire, which I don't usually bother building. Micro manufacturing. Okay, so we don't actually have to ship a machine parts prefab. And we don't need the polymer one. The electronics, yes, it does tend... Oh, hold on, I'm getting confused. Micro manufacturing is not machine parts. It is the electronics factory. We could research this and then save us from shipping one, which actually seems like a pretty good idea. Let me delay this. We'll want this as well. Okay. We might still have to ship another drone hub in the interest of speed. Okay, power's positive right now. The Dust Storm is over. Okay, so first I'm going to crack all these open. Make sure we have excess power. I can go and unpause that. That's going to be okay. RC Explorer, no other anomaly right now. No. I guess, I was going to say you could hang out there, but maybe I will send you home for safety. Obviously, any anomalies we're going to find will be over here, but yeah. Come down here. It's actually, again, not a really great spot to scan because it's mostly not buildable. There we are. But may as well. We want it at some point, and you can move over there. Plus, there may have been a little bit of metal there that is available. So we did just drop some metal off over here. You're just waiting for polymers, which, again, we have, but they may be in an awkward position. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and trash both those depots. And you can launch. Do we want to send you back home right now? Yeah, I mean, we can't spy right now or anything. Let's do that. It'll be the... Son of a bitch. Whole board flares up in red warning signs. Emergency rocket launch abort initiated. Quick troubleshooting reveals that a short circuit has completely fried the board computer, leaving the rocket in damaged state. You quickly notify the sponsor of the potential disastrous consequences of failed rocket launch. Luckily, they lose no time in greenlighting 5 free supply pods and $500 million in funding to help the mission through this situation. Okay. Oh, we need 10 electronics to fix it. Oof. But the supply pod will help a little bit. First, I'm going to send at least 10 to balance it out. It's going to use half the money we got for free, but that's okay. I'm going to send some polymers because, yeah, we're going to be kind of desperate for that. So I will send this supply rocket. The other thing I'm going to do over here is get a landing pad right here for now. Always move it later. Takes a little concrete, but I mean, that's basically free. Anomaly. This is free science points. Can't complain about that. You're ready to launch as well. Hopefully you successfully launch.
Milestone achieved.
There you go. Launch a rocket from Mars for some science. We're about to finish Drone Swarm, which is, I think, the thing that gives us extra drones in our hubs, which is going to be nice.
Research complete.
We're going to move to there. Yeah, there we are. Do I have another prefab for the drone hub? No. Although we do have the research for it in the queue.
Anomaly found.
Oh, you already got your electronics. Yeah, just land here. That's going to be fine.
Anomaly analyzed.
Nice. Thank you for the science. Now come over here. And the transport, you've got tons of metal. Well, this would be closer, so let's start with this. Pick up anything, bring it over there. You're ready to launch as well. Go. Nearly completed a milestone of researching a breakthrough. That's frustrating, because we actually get double money from researching breakthroughs, and breakthroughs are always awesome. We haven't even discovered one yet. These guys
Anomaly
should...
analyzed.
There we go.
There's more to the barren and...
Ah, yeah, see, no breakthroughs. There you go. Automated mode for the RC rover and transport is really incredibly handy. Mostly it's the transport, because it guarantees you're going to scrape every bit of metal and polymers from the surface of the planet. We're not planning on doing much terraforming, but we may want the RC dozer. First of all, there's some planetary anomalies that need it, and we probably do want to flatten some terrain. So it'll probably be something we want. I won't add it to the queue yet, but I can see it happening. First dome is coming up. Oh, this can be dismantled.
Milestone achieved.
First dome is up. And yes, we're going to complain about life support, which is fine and reasonable. Let's go and get a couple of Moxies down. I mean, we only really need one at first, but I don't know, second as a backup. Also, they don't run during dust storms, so it's going to be important to refuel or restock our oxygen tanks to the max as reliably as possible. And same sort of logic with the water towers. Actually, I tend to like to put one near the dome in case there's a split. You know what, I'll do the other one too. We might want some oxygen tanks over here later, but that's going to be all right. All the moisture vaporator prefabs are down. Planetary anomalies are started. Decommissioning protocol is now available.
Are low.
You guys are still heading back. I know we don't have any O2 right now, but don't worry, we will. Gotta build these Moxies. Rocket short circuit. How many of these are we going to get? Oh, okay, now this is follow-up. Landed safely on Earth, the replacement of all onboard electronics has resolved the issue. In fact, we learned a lot about our rockets during the repairs, and full review of design has found several possible improvements in future designs. So, rocket cost decreased by 25%. I don't usually end up buying more rockets, but I guess it's there, and that's fine. Oh, I should have the drone hub above, I think, the manufacturing.
Anomaly found.
2 anomalies. Well, I don't mind if I do. Go here and here. Thank you. Oh, and let's move you to sort of over here. It should do some pretty good sensor tower coverage. So we're going to get ready for our dome over here. Let's bring the speed down a notch again. For my first dome, I do have the ability to research apartments. I don't have them yet. But for my first dome, I'm not going to use them anyway. We're hoping to do is to get some Martian babies. So we're going to hire comfort over there. We definitely want a... we definitely need an infirmary. I mean, we want it in general, but it also decreases the comfort requirements for making bebes. We want a diner, because a lot of people do start with that. And of course, a grocer, because it's going to provide shopping things. If we're gonna connect to another dome, it'll probably be in this direction. So let's go and start a little wedge there. Okay. And then we could just put down hydroponics farm to get us started, or just a ranch. I like that. Get a ranch in there.
There's more to the barren environs.
3D machining. That's the microelectronics, right? Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, we still have to research it, but theoretically we don't need to worry about any of the prefabs, which is kind of a nice thing. A nice problem to have. Alright. First, let's plan another cargo rocket. Let's bring a little bit of food with us so we have a bit more of a buffer. Still want a few more of these. It's going to be a while before we produce these. And we're not going to be able to produce everything right away. I think it's most likely for us to produce electronics, though. I think we are going to set that up. So I'll bring a few more of the polymers and the machine parts. I could bring some extra drones. I could bring metal, but I don't think that we need to do that. No, we can launch with this. And no prefabs. We still have money left over, so it should be okay. And I think what I can do is I can go ahead and grab the passenger rocket. Now, what I'm going to do here is for the specializations, you could bring a rocket with only non-specialized. The nice thing about this is that all those people will have exactly the same sort of traits. I don't remember, like, scientists... Oh, there you go. See, scientists don't care about shopping, but they want gaming. Engineers don't care about social, but want dining. I guess that means... does that mean our base non-specialists don't need any dining? That's interesting. What do the officers want? They want exercise, which we can do, but don't care about shopping. See, what I want to do... Well, actually, what I'll apply this filter, and then I'm going to manually choose 3 officers. They may have had some other traits going on, but I don't know. I'm going to do this. So with 3 officers, that means we can start running some spy missions. That's kind of my goal. I'm going to launch with that. We'll launch anyway. Don't worry. The apartments are done. Well, not the apartments, but the living quarters are going to be ready for you by the time you get here. It's going to be swell. And then job-wise, the first group of people are often just working the service industries.
There's more to the barren environs of the
We've got the discount to autonomous sensors. Just add it to the bottom of this, but we will add it in there. Remember, we'll still get money for researching text because we are Europe, which is kind of spiffy. We move the U up over here. I know that's not helping with the current zone they're scanning, but it'll help with the next 2, in case I forget to go and micromanage it in time. Yeah, these are still wide open with the power, not protected from dust, but I guess that's going to have to be okay. We could do an electric scrubber area surrounded by Stirling generators. It'd be fairly expensive to set up, but man, oh man, would that ever sort our power problems for the entirety of the game, right? So right now, yeah, so I think with the infirmary, we can probably only have 2 people in there for now. That's going to be okay. The diner as well, something like this. I'll check the job situation. Okay. We'll scan those after. Something like that. Okay, thank you. Alright, well, we'll put a cut in here. 42 minutes into an episode, not too shabby. Dust Storm slowed some things down. I don't know if it really hurt our tempo. Really happy that we've got the rare metals over here. A little unhappy we haven't found a single metal mine anywhere yet. Oh, that's not true. We've got one over there. Not fantastic, but it's technically available. We could set up a little dome there to do some mining. Hopefully, we can just survive off of surface deposits for a while longer. That would be nice. We'll see. Folks, thanks for watching this first episode. I hope you're as excited to see some more Surviving Mars as I am to play it, because I really do quite enjoy this game. Thanks for watching. I'm going to see you next time. You're not running, but is that a problem? I don't know if it is, actually. I mean, obviously, we're going to drone hub up the area soon, but for now, it's probably okay. All right, folks, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.